Hello folks, and welcome to Tuesday, day 4 of our caravan holiday. So guys, what are we going to get up to today? Stay tuned and we'll find out. So guys, today started off with wall-to-wall sunshine, didn't it? And we actually sat outside and had breakfast. Oh yes. So it was rather hot though, didn't it? We couldn't, yeah, got a bit, Karen sat over there, by the way. Yeah, so yeah, we sat outside, was it 7ish, wasn't it? Half 7, something like that, yeah. Absolutely baking on, what's this in here already? It's 27 already. Anyway, enough of this waffle and natter. So, plans for today, wow. Brownsea Island, so we're on one of Karen's epic adventures again. So, as mentioned, we catch the bus outside the site. That gets, what time does that? What time's the bus?
It's around about 18, 19 minutes past.
Yeah, it's about 20 past 9. We catch the bus out. Yeah, so early for us on holiday. So 20 past 9 outside the site. That puts us into Swanage at, what was it? Quarter to 10, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Quarter to 10, and then there's a 10 to 10 bus, which is supposed to be an open top bus, right? A bus to well, it ends up in Bournemouth, but we'll get off it at Sandbanks, somewhere around by the Chain Ferry, and then hopefully on the ferry over to Brownsea. So that's the plan, one of them massive epic adventures that Karen likes to take us on. So I'm sure it will run as smooth as butter, so to speak. So that's the sort of plans for today. Now, slightly different for video and photography. So today the video is going to be brought to you by the Sony AX53 camcorder, which we're on now, and the audio I'm going to be using a new microphone that I bought not last week, a couple of weeks ago I suppose. So that is it's a dual capsule microphone, so it'll be able to pick up audio front and rear. Never used it on the Sony. I've used it on the M50, but not on the Sony. So that's the video will be brought to you by the Sony. Now photography, I'm going to be taking my Nikon D300 plus a 70 to 300 lens and my newly acquired 16 to 85. I think I'm probably going to regret taking it because we've got a lot of walking and it's quite a heavy sort of bag, and I'm going to be using a sort of a shoulder bag as opposed to a rucksack. So I might end up taking it, but I want to give both the camcorder and the Nikon a bit of an outing. Anyway, that's it guys, so we're just going to sit here and get ourselves ready and make our way to the bus stop. So we will see all you guys probably on Brownsea Island. So until then, catch you later. So guys, here we are, we're on our way to catch the bus. So I just walked through the site, sort of coming towards the entrance, and that turned a bit of shade at the minute because it's still very warm, isn't it?
Very warm.
Very, very warm. We might, no, not today. I would say we're going to have to go and have a swim in to see if it stays like this.
Yeah,
even if, well, yeah, it'd be rude not to. I think it's the law actually. Swimming in the sea, at the seaside, and of course, fish and chips. I'm going to get this side of the road in case a vehicle comes. Anyway guys, we're just coming out of the shade into the sun, so this is the sort of entrance to the site. But as I said guys, not going to do too much of this. We've seen all of this before in previous videos. So we're going to grab actually the bus is a little bit earlier guys, it's than normal. Or Karen, do you reckon you got the bus times wrong? Yeah, but you said last time that they was 25 past. Now 18 minutes, Karen got it wrong. It's on video that Karen got it wrong. Anyway guys, we're going to catch the bus. So guys, here we are, we're at the Sandbanks Chain Ferry. We just caught the bus here. So we're just waiting for the Chain Ferry to turn up, which is over the other side guys. So this is Sandbanks and Brownsea Island is over there. So that's our bus. So we're going over on a foot passenger. But there you go guys. This is Shellbanks, Shell Bay or Sandbanks. So guys, here we are, we're on the chain ferry as foot passengers. So that's sort of Brownsea over there, you probably can't see it that well, but that's where we're heading. So we've got to get off over there guys and catch the ferry from there. Let's just have a view round. I think that's Bournemouth over there. But there you go guys, we're on the chain ferry. Next stop, the other ferry. That's 2 ferries we're going to want today. 2 buses, 2 ferries. Go us.
Boat.
And a boat. What do you mean a boat?
Hopefully that yellow boat over there.
That's a ferry. Oh yeah, 2 ferries. 2 buses.
This is a ferry,
What? How can you have a ferry? Explain, how can you have a ferry and a boat?
This is a ferry.
This is a ferry.
You have vehicles on it.
Oh.
And that yellow thing.
You heard it here. So so a ferry can only have people. A ferry. This is a ferry.
This is a ferry.
It's a ferry.
Both
All
with
right.
just people.
Huh? Right, there you go. You learned something today, guys. A ferry. Don't believe it myself, but anyway, there you go. A ferry. Excellent. So guys, here we are on Brownsea Island. Only just got here. Unfortunately, the National Trust decided that they didn't want to tell us that you have to book the ferry online if you go from Sandbanks. There's nothing in the brochure, as it were, the catalogue or the magazine you get from National Trust when joining. Absolutely nothing. All it said was ferries run daily. So we caught the ferry, or attempted to catch the ferry from Brownsea, only to discover we got booked tickets online. But as it's low season, they managed to squeeze us on just. It was just. So that's a top tip for you people. If you want to go from Sandbanks to Brownsea, you've got to book online. So
we had to get over and pay in reception.
I think that's it. Yeah, you had to pay for the ferry once you got on reception. So I think that's bad on National Trust. So if anybody from National Trust watching this, put it in your catalogue. So you got to pay and do it all online. Anyway, that's the whinge over for today. So we are on a nature trail. So you don't want to be looking at my ugly mug. Eh?
It's lovely built up.
Lovely sort of boardwalk type path. So we're on a nature trail. Karen is on map region duties. So I don't know where we're going to end up, but could be anywhere. But anyway guys, I'm going to spin you around. There's not a lot to see at the minute, but I'll spin you around and you can have a quick look at what we're looking at. As I said, photography, we're on the Nikon today with a couple of different lenses, and most of the video apart from GoPro will be on my Sony. So there you go guys, we're now up to speed, and here's Brownsea Island for you guys. So guys, as promised, a quick view of Brownsea Island, or Karen. So it's not much to see here actually guys, but so that's sort of pool over there. That's sort of where we've come from, but we're on a nature trail, so this is pretty much what it's going to be like. On the lookout for a red squirrel, because Brownsea Island is famous for its red squirrels. But anyway guys, enough of this waffle. I will bring you back either on the GoPro or the Sony when we got something more interesting to video. But I don't know how far this trail goes, but there you go guys, Brownsea Island. So guys, there's Pool. So guys, as you can probably tell, we're back at the caravan. Yes, what an epic day that was. So yes, what's the time now? So it's just 8:30. So we arrived back here at 7:45 after a long and arduous adventure. Yeah, that was a bit of yes, not quite how we can describe this epic adventure, apart from it being very epic and very, very hot. So just as a recap, what time did we arrive at? So we caught the bus from here to Swanage. We then caught the bus from open top bus from Swanage to Sandbanks Ferry. We then went on the chain ferry as a foot passenger, got the other side, and went to buy tickets for Brownsea, only to discover that actually they don't do it from, well, no, that's not strictly true. They do go from it's a Sandbank side, and anyway, do go from sort of that side, but it'd be classed as pool side or Sandbank side, but anyway. But unfortunately, you have to book the tickets online, which there was nothing about that in any of the sort of National Trust literature. It was just ferries run daily. So anyway, so that was a bit of a bad start. So it was, well, what we're going to do, we could have then caught the bus back on into Poole and gone to Poole Quay and caught the bus, but don't know whereabouts the bus would have dropped us off at Poole Quay, if anywhere close. Anyway, so we thought, well, we chance our arm, and anyway, the ferry dutifully turned up and let the booked passengers on, and there was, what, 4 of us, weren't there? You and me and another couple. It was like, well, we didn't know this, but luckily, because it was basically low season, there was just enough room, well, for another 4 people, so we were lucky enough to get on the ferry. We had to pay £9 each return, but that was no biggie. So we did get on to Brownsea, but I tell you what, guys, that was absolutely grueling, wasn't it, that heat?
So oppressive. It
was just so oppressive. It was absolutely real, you know. So yeah, didn't really sort of help matters. So on the photography front, well, if you just excuse me, so lugging that baby round, and that weighs a couple of bags of sugars, so lugging that around, guys, plus the camcorder, plus the GoPro. With all that heat, I wasn't inspired to do much photography or videography. It was just literally we were just walking and stopping, and it was, well, I can't describe how hot. I think it was under trees, wasn't it?
Even if we were fit, we'd still be
If we were fit, we'd have struggled. I don't know. It was that sort of older couple went flying by us like like they were greyhounds. That did show us up a bit. You know, we was walking along puffing and panting and all that, and these sort of elderly couple went past us. They were like greyhounds, weren't they? That did show us up a bit. Anyway, I digress. So I would say it was a good, well, I don't know, not a good day. Yeah, it was a good day, but it was just so oppressive, the heat. And even now, guys, I mean, I don't know, it's still 25 degrees in the caravan now. So yeah, very oppressive. Yeah, it was okay. I think Brownsea or the National Trust ought to at least make some indication that it's booking from Sandbanks. So anyway, I don't know what else to say really, guys. We are absolutely knackered. We had a nice meal. Went to one of our favourite restaurants in Swanage called Castaways and had a nice meal. But then, of course, because we went by bus and because we were late, and we then had to catch the later bus back from Swanage. That's why we were late getting back here, guys. So now literally chuck everything in the caravan and go across and have a shower. Cold shower. So that was, yeah. Anyway, enough of this waffle. So, what can I report on the video camera size? Well, it was an experiment to take the camcorder and the Nikon D300 and a couple of lenses, because they're just, well, the camcorder's not too bad, but the Nikon with its lenses is just absolutely, it's just too heavy. And then the problem was I was trying to take photographs and take video at the same time, and you know, it was an experiment which failed miserably. So I think in situations like this, it's going to have to be, if I want to do video and photographs, it's going to, pig and birds, if it's going to be video and photography, then it is going to have to be the M50, I'm afraid. But if I want to do just videography, well then camcorder, and if it's just photography, then one of the Nikons. But I can't mix the camcorder and a non-video spec DSLR together. It's just not. This doesn't work. Might have been better if it's a bit colder, but a bit cooler. But no, guys, it wasn't. Yeah. Anyway, that's really what we got to report for today. So I shall obviously when we get back, I shall try and hopefully cobble a video together. But I don't know how well it's going to. I did take a few photos, but we did see two red squirrels, which Brownsea are famous. I think it's only one of the very few places in the UK you can actually see red squirrels. But again.
And there's baby ducklings that can run in.
Oh yeah, we had some baby ducklings walking along this path, and all of a sudden we could see these baby ducklings come woof. I thought they was our parents or their parents. So we were stroking baby ducklings. Mummy duck come along and just, no, she didn't worry. We sort of, you know, petted them, I suppose, and then off they went foraging for more food. That was a bit of a. But of course, again, I was carrying the phone, and I was this. What am I going to do? And anyway, so I didn't get anything on video or photograph. Shame. But we did see two red squirrels. Again, although I was on 300mm lens with the crop factor that's 450mm. Trouble is, they're red squirrels, and the background was a reddish brown, so they didn't really stand out. So, yeah. Anyway, enough of this winter. So. I will, as I said, guys, try and cobble something together of today's exploits. If not, well, then you won't get to see this, so you won't know how much of a disaster it really was. Well, no, not a disaster, a bit of an epic adventure. Right, so that's for today anyway, so I'm waffling on. So I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow?
Staying in bed.
Staying in bed, apparently. Don't get any ideas, you smutty lot.
No, I meant like,
no,
yes.
Yeah, we're not what you
Because we're tired.
Yeah, we're tired, yeah.
We've been up early.
We got up early. Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. We might just, if it's another baking hot day like this, we might just go and have a day in Swanage and have a splash around in the sea. Ain't done that for a while, since last year. Anyway, so you might get to see a video tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. Who knows? Anyway, guys, I'm just going to relax now, have a cold drink. Gonna have a cold drink? No, have got any cold drinks? Ain't got any alcohol, have we? Ain't got no beer or nothing. That's a failure. Anyway, guys, I'm waffling. Hopefully, I can make some of this video. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching this one, guys, and we will catch you on the next one. So until then, bye-bye. Say bye-bye to nice people.
Goodbye, nice people.
Yeah, bye-bye, nice people. See you again soon.